Hey guys, it's me, Meaner. Here we're going to be doing Stage 3 of Level 5 Endless Explosions. Not really the world I'd rather be taking on right now, because right now our AC isn't working. In fact, it hasn't been working for 2 months, and it's really hot in here. So playing a level that's based on fire isn't really helping matters much at all. Anyway, let's go ahead and begin while I go ahead and sweat trying to play this. Hooray! You'll see some fighter there in the background. He goes in and back in the foreground and background. So you want fighter, there you go. Yeah, but I'm not going to really need him because I don't have a really big fighter. But over here, we have a bell. And maybe I should grab fighter. I haven't really shown it off at all. Haven't really actually given it much airtime. So you know what? Let's go ahead and give fighter some chance here. Why not? It could be a little fun for adventure here. And right off the bat, you'll see a moving wall. So just move over to the right as quickly as possible. And just try to get everything here. If you up here, you'll see a keychain. Hooray! But just continue moving over to the right as quickly as possible. If you actually quickly slide, there were actually some things you grabbed there, like stars that I grabbed, but I also lost my power in the process. Oh well, it was worth it, I guess. Down here, some food you could grab. You also see that little wall completely smash against the wall there. A wall smashing against the wall. I guess that kind of makes sense with the spikes and everything. You grab fire here to make things a little bit quicker, to easily avoid the wall quicker. Like, it doesn't really help too much. Not really that big of a deal because you can easily outrun it anyway, at least this one. So just continue moving, don't stop really. There's really no point to stopping unless you want to kill yourself. But yeah, just keep moving to the right. I can move on fire out. Okay, let's seriously go in here. Alright. I think that's pretty much it for the moving wall as far as I could tell for now. Instead, you'll see these little pulleys with the little things here. You can move them up and down in case you aren't aware of how these actually worked by now. You can move that shot so up to the top there, so you can kind of avoid its shots that way. The Waddle Dee just walking, no real point. I need to drop them in spikes. Oh, that's kind of sad. Anyway, for this one here, I'm going to move that up. Get on this. And, let's see here. I want to push that down a bit. Alright, drop down, grab this, push this up, go over here, quickly, and jump up here. And guard. And voila, we got our first sunstone right there. So hey, that works. Very nice. Grab our food and head on down. Alright. And then just take this pulley up to the top. I'm going to grab a sword, because I can. I lost my ability anyway, because I didn't really pay attention to where the bombs are coming from. Whatever. I want to lose sword, too. Come on. Well, I got a keychain. That's all that matters. Yeah, that guy's actually good at throwing bombs. He, knows exactly where I'm going to be going. Whatever. Watch out for the moving wall. Quick. Run. And dash, grab that one up there. Hurry up, move over. Whatever, fine, screw it. Dash. Keychain. Get on that. Quickly, hurry. And final cutter, or multi-slash rather. Jump down here. Grab this. And then you'll see this fight. You have to actually make some little moving up and down here. You also see a door at the top. You want to go in that one because that's the only way you can actually get a certain sunstone. Get that little thing there. Some health. Push that down. And wait a minute here. I missed the first sunstone, didn't I? How did that happen? What did I miss? Whatever. I'll finish the level here and go grab it. I probably missed the rare keychain too, so good for me, I guess. Did I miss anything here? Am I missing something? Yeah, I missed the rare keychain, and I missed the sunstone. Whatever. Looks like I could at least get a 1 with this. Perfect. Well, at least I got something right, I guess. Hooray! Alright, well, our keychains we have here are Hamster for Mass Attack. We have Bouncy from Canvas Curse. We have Pacto from Dreamland 3. And we have Clean Choo Choo from Dreamland 3. Aw, Choo Choo. We miss you as well. So, I guess I'm going back into Stage 2 to find whatever Sunstone I missed. Alright, well, see you then. Right up here, you'll see another door you could actually enter if you actually float above that first door. And you'll see this little game here. Now, if you go in that one, or that cannon, they'll both bring you back around in a circle. What you want to do is actually aim a little bit to the right, but not all the way to the right. Don't turn there. Oh, whoops, messed up. It's actually one to the left, tilted that way. Bust through that, and you'll launch up here. Now, the only way to actually grab that keychain right there, you can't actually blast to. You have to actually aim one to the left once again. It'll blast in the path of the keychain. And then you just blast straight up. And that's where you get the Sunstone for this level. Alright, well, I'll meet you at the goal game then. Alright, so here we are at the goal game here. Let's try to get another one. Nope, I got a 7. Sad face. But at least this time I have the rare keychain and all the Sunstones, so that's always a plus. Imagine that. The rare keychain of this is actually Drasha. Now, interesting fact about Drasha and Canvas Curse in general. When it first came out, a lot of people were claiming that Canvas Curse was not canon, and that it was just a spin-off, therefore it didn't count for the actual story. Well, I was against that theory the entire time, and now with Paintra being canonically Drasha's sister, in your face, it was canon the entire time. So, anyway, moving on, we have Wheel Kirby from Canvas Curse. And, well, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I was kind of happy to see it. I'm like, oh yeah, what now? Yeah, all those people saying it wasn't canon, it was. How about that, punks? How about that? Can't tell this Kirby guy what's up. Anyway, let's get rid of the fire right now, move down here, and continue on. Just going down ladders. Oh, cutter. Give me a cutter, why not? Yay! Oh, alright, moving down. Go over here. There's just a small star. But over here, we have this door open up here. Yay! Now, for this, you actually want to hit that little bomb right over there. Quite simple, quite obvious. Next one, right over here. You want to actually drop that one over on this side. It actually blows it up that way. That one's a little bit trickier. Now this one you have 3 and only 3. So you have to do this properly. You want to aim the center right there for these two. Then you want to aim it right here near the edge of those to blow up 3 of those at the same time. And then you want to hit this one here to give yourself a keychain and some stairs to walk on. So that's pretty cool. Now we need to take this one last blaster here, blast these blocks over to the side, and voila! Alright, so let's go ahead and head over here to the other side. Before I do anything, I'm going to go grab Leaf, because Leaf's awesome. Just touch down that, grab our key, and then we can proceed and walk over to the left. Grab our keychain, our food, a star, jump over that, get our little star. There we go, 1-up, hooray! And in here, we get another 1-up, but not just that. If you continue over to the left, you'll actually get our first Sunstone right there. Right in our walking path, so that's always nice. Then we just float up here. Kill you, and then drop down. And then we see a new mechanic here. We actually see like these little moving things here that are constantly moving. If you actually stay in one of the actual wooden spots when it comes around, it'll smack you against the wall and you'll lose your power, you know, automatically. You don't even like temporarily lose it, you just lose it entirely. So be careful. It could be troublesome there, nothing up there. Let's then turn this. Break that down. Now for this, I recommend grabbing Archer to be very precise. Hit that. Watch out for the bomb. Hit that there. Kill those two guys. Hit that. They can jump over here just fine and nicely. Hit that up there. You don't necessarily need Archer for this part here. However, you will need Archer shortly for something else. So you break that up and go up here, which I think you do need Archer for, not technically, but if you go in there, you will need Archer for this part here. You'll see another one of these little bullseye games that we showed up before, just like I touched on slightly. Hit that. Go up these stairs, tilt it back over the other way. Whoops. Tilt it down. Hit that. And then over there to the right is our second sunstone, right in our path. Hooray! So now I could exit out of here. Just hit that. We'll get ourselves a keychain and some stars. We can just fall down here and continue on again. We have another one of these, and these ones are actually a little bit different, as you'll see. Because in some of them, you actually have to break through, and some of them, like that part right over there, has no open window and is actually just a square entirely. Go ahead and hit that. Get yourself a little keychain there. Little mini star as well. Let's see anything there. Yep, watch out for that. Stay up here. And we should be done very shortly. Yes, but if you actually hit this down over here to the right, your very keychain is actually right there waiting for you. So that's where that one is. So let's head in here. And would you look at this? It's another Hypernova section. What a surprise. Let's go ahead and enter Hypernova. Alright, so what kind of things are we going to be facing this time? Here we'll have like a little propeller thing. Kind of neat. Has like a drill. I'm not even going to go with the obvious joke this time. Not even worth it. Just continue drilling through everything. Now for this, you want to get close to this, but not all the way through, and then just continue pushing over to the right. Kill these guys that are apparently sleeping. And you want to actually go perfectly in between these little fire bars here, not going too quickly or too slow. Perfect. Busted this guy here. Then we can actually go onto this 3D warp star on that. And continue on here, on the other side, in the foreground. Or background, rather. Whatever. Now, get in the middle. Don't necessarily get in the very in between them. Just go there. Then float up, because there's our third sunstone right there. So it's going to use Kirby and drill over here. Bust through that. Get some food. And go on this last 3D warp star right there. And heal these guys first. And then you can go ahead and just inhale it this way. Once again, try going between the fire bars, don't go too quickly. This time you'll see 2 fire bars. Ooh, challenging. Tricky. And now you're going to go ahead and screw yourself into this guy here. And he'll actually open up some food there for you. And you can actually enter in this door. Hey, look, a bridge and a regular column on here. I wonder what's going to happen. What is this? How to Train Your Dragon? It's kind of interesting looking. You'll see 4 dragons here with shields circling around you. You want to wait for one to pop out. It's going to be on the left side maybe this time. Yep. He's going to shoot one of those balls at you. Shoot it right back at him. That's how you kill the first one. Now they're down to 3, they're actually going to form a perfect triangle around you now. This guy's going to come in here, and oh yeah, he goes around first, and then... Oh, nope. Kind of badly. You should come here. And you're dead, so now it's down to 2. And now they're just quicker. So hit him, and now there is only one. So he's going to be really fast. Then he's actually going to breathe fire on you. So wait till he does that. Wait for it to land. Inhale it. Wait for him to go back around. And then hit him one last time and knock him into the volcano as well. And the volcano erupts with a bunch of lava, but it also drops some food, some nice roast dragon, and our last sunstone. And of course, the gold door there is actually waiting for us as well. So let's go ahead and finish this level. Goal game. All right. Another 7. Sad face. I gave my best shot. Sad Kirby. Now here we have Clean Kirby, the most useless power in all of Kirby. Well, actually, no, that's not true at all. Well, it's pretty close. By itself, Clean Kirby is pretty useless. It's only when you combine it with other things where it's actually kind of neat. Anyway, we have Glunk from Superstar Ultra. We have Wheelie again from Squeak Squad. Hey, we got a new keychain rank. Dreamland Bandit rank. Woo. The rare keychain here is actually Mark Soul. Ah, yes, the infamous Mark Soul. The one who pretty much started the whole trend of having a soul boss at the end of a Kirby game. Well, actually, no, that was Drasha that actually did that, which is canon. which is canon. And moving on here. We now unlock Stage 5. Now, Stage 5 is a very short level, which is nothing more than boss rush mode. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do this, since we could just do the boss in the EX stage next time. So let's go ahead and just start this here. It's going to be very short, so why not? Ooh, we see Waddle Dee here looking super excited. He's going to give us a keychain. He's going to give us not even a Maximtano or anything. Just a pep brew. Gonna kill you. You know what? I'm gonna have fun with Leaf. Why not? Because I already showed off all the mini bosses, gonna have some fun with Leaf here. Yay! And I'll go to the left. Why not? Alright, just wait for this. Ah, yes. Haha. Forget it. I'm not having fun doing that. Also, I seem to be taking longer doing that, actually. It's funny, despite how much training I might get for these bosses, if I just try to mess around with them, I actually end up doing worse. So, I guess that's kind of funny, actually, but... Well, I guess that kind of makes sense, because if you're just messing around, you're not really trying to focus on anything real intent. Either way, go ahead and grab that fire there. Take that 3D Warp Star. And post it there. Interesting note about this music, the choice of here. This is actually remix music from the second to last level of, what is it? Of the final level of Kirby 64. In fact, it was the level before you actually fought the final boss. Or the fake final boss, depending if you actually got the... Well, anyway, you get the point. Let's head over here to the left. But it's kind of neat how they actually brought back that music track again and kind of remixed it. I thought it was kind of neat. And here we have... Oh, Jagged Edge. I haven't actually shown off this guy, like, legit, actually. I showed him off by showing off the mic, but that was pretty much it. He's honestly not really all too threatening. And I think the mini bosses here actually have more HP than they normally do for this little mini boss rush. But that's just what I've noticed. Or I'm just completely crazy, which is possible too. I mean, I probably am crazy, but that's another story for another day. But since I didn't actually show off this guy yet, and one more hit, and he runs into a wall, and oh yeah, he can also block your attacks like that too. And he's dead. So just go down there. Come on, and there we go. Second sunstone right there. Let's head up. Kill you. Ooh, bomb. That's always a fun one to use that you can kill bosses with. Yay! No, give me back my bomb, please. Alright. Continue on to the left here. The right path is just all the other mini bosses that we fought before. Anyway. No, I am determined to kill you with bombs. I am determined to kill you with bombs. You can't stop me. And you're dead. Just going to grab rock here. And you don't want to break the middle one, that one on the left, because you actually miss getting the chest entirely. So do the one on the right. Grab your third sunstone there. Grab some food over there. And enter in this door. No, I want to grab you. No. Yay, I got Parasol. Over here you'll get some nice keychain. But don't take that 3D warp star. Instead, go around and float up higher. You'll notice another 3D warp star that takes you into another door that's a little bit higher up. So that's kind of interesting. If you do that, you'll get a mic. Go into this 3D warp star here. And I haven't actually truly shown off the encore of this one. So, there you'll see your rare keychain over there to that little spot right there. And then we have bunkers. And if you charge up, still not enough. Aw. Throw something at me. Nope, just gonna spin around. Alright, I want you to throw something at me. Can I just stay up here the entire time? And you're dead. So now we have hammer. Alright. Best ability, which I could have got earlier in the game, because I could have easily just torn through all these mini bosses in like 5 seconds. But either way, you also see these enemies drop down here too, which you don't need to actually face. They're just there as more of an annoyance because you can't kill them up. I've tried and I've tried again to actually kill them all in one hit, but I can't. That armored one always throws me off. Go down there. Nothing down there, so just take this 3 warp star here. Break that. Get a max Antimina, which is nice. You get a little keychain down there. And of course, there's a goal at the very end. So, let's enter it. Come on, get a 1. Wow, that wasn't even, that's like a 3. That's possibly the worst I've ever done, actually. What do you even get for 3? You get 10 stars and 2 pieces of food. Alright, well, let's see the keychains. We got 3 Kirby's from Mass Attack. We have Animal Kirby from Squeak Squad. We have Crackle from Kirby's Adventure. And the rare keychain here is actually Dark Matter. Only accessible in Dreamland 2 if you actually got all the rainbow drops, which I mentioned before. And, yes, it's actually its Dark Matter Swordsman form, which actually never came back again. So, people are thinking that maybe the Dark Matter Swordsman, or the actual Dark Matter from Dreamland 2, actually is Zero, was actually resurrected as Zero. I don't tend to personally believe that. I think that maybe, I just tend to believe that the Dark Matter from Dreamland 2 is more of a scout to bring in the real threat. That's what I personally think, and since he's a swordsman, I think he was more of like the head, like one of Zero's more main minions, one of his head minions. But either way, that's another story for another day. We have What'll Do from Kirby's Adventure, and that's pretty much it. So now that we got all the Sunstones, we also unlocked the boss. Ooh. Who is the boss of World 5? We will see. And the sunstones you found have opened the boss stage. Yep, we're well aware of that. But since we have all the sunstones, we also unlocked Stage 7 EX. So we'll be tackling that next time as well. So, I will see you guys next time.